Let's talk about some strategic ways to turn one's stomach and supersize your business. Now, when you think about turning one's stomach, this is an idiom or expression, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, that's been around since 1622. It was first documented then. And it means, of course, to make somebody feel so uncomfortable, usually by doing something disgusting or offensive or wrong or repulsive. You can actually make them violently ill or make them sick. Think of violent movies. Some violent movies are so violent, they just make you sick to your stomach. Some acts and behaviors by other human beings or other things in the world that pop up are enough to make us sick to our stomach. Sometimes I think our gut instinct is part of when we feel weirdness in our stomach, it means something isn't right for us. So what are some ways, at least 5, let's talk about at least 5 different ways you can use this, people's disgust, people's nauseation by some behavior to your advantage. Now, each industry, every industry out there has some skeletons in their closet. They have some behaviors or some things that they do or have done in the past that aren't awesome, and everybody doesn't know about them, and they probably wouldn't go along with them. Some industries are fraught with corruption, greed, vice, immorality, whatever you want to call it, but things that people don't believe in, right? Greed, avarice, whatever. So if you build your reputation based on what you stand against as well as what you stand for, that is a way to stand above above the other people in your industry. Now, people don't necessarily like you telling industry secrets, but other people love that. So you're for the people that love you sharing those industry secrets, those things that other people don't want you to know. Will it get you some attention? It'll get you a lot of attention, which is the second thing that we want to do by finding ways to upset people and turn their stomach and get them to pay attention to us. My friend Jason is doing a lot with disruptive videos, which gets people's attention. We want to disrupt things, mix things up, shake things up in order to get attention so people will see what it is that we have to offer. The third way to use turning someone's stomach to your advantage is to get them out of their comfort zone. People won't change or make decisions or do anything differently or buy your products or services if they're absolutely, positively, perfectly comfortable with what they're already doing. One of the quickest, easiest ways to get people out of their comfort zone is to point out what's not working in their life already, right? I don't like that type of selling, but by asking people questions, hey, what's not perfect with your present solution, they will tell you everything you need to know to help you convince them that your solution is better for them. Assuming, of course, that your solution is better for them. Never sell your products or services to people that aren't able to buy them, that it's not going to really solve their problem. It's not going to give them the transformation that your product and service promises them. Just don't do it. Why? Because it's immoral and unethical, and that's something I stand against personally. You might not. Some people, and I've worked in industries and for businesses in corporate America that believed sell everything, sell whatever you can to whoever you can, whenever you can. And that meant we had huge chargebacks in that company. Our sales division would promise things that we weren't technologically capable of delivering from a manufacturing or quality standpoint, and we were constantly, to the tune of millions and millions of dollars, giving back credits and chargebacks because the products and services that we could produce and create, which although they were excellent, they weren't 100% guaranteed perfect in every aspect. We were in a printing industry. So sometimes things happen and you miss them. So that was an interesting lesson learned, and it's where my personal philosophy of under promise and over deliver comes from. That job in particular really nailed home to me that you never over promise people. If you over promise people, they're going to be disappointed, as are you when your bonus checks are smaller because you had a bunch of chargebacks. Another way of using this turning one's stomach and turning negatives into positives is a way to separate you from the competition in your industry. It's a way to annihilate the competition. If you are clearly communicating what you stand for and what you stand against, that will attract the people you want to you and repel the people that you don't want to work with to you. And that will make you much more competitive. And finally, It's a way to stand out in your industry, and I guarantee you will stand out in your industry if you find ways to point out what's wrong in your industry, point out the disgusting, uncomfortable truths that exist in your industry, and stand up for what you believe in. So curious if you have ever had your stomach turned by something that you saw, something disgusting or revolting, or that just went against your personal morals and values so much that it made you sick to your stomach. Been there, done that, you know, super violent movies. There's certain critters that make my stomach kind of crawl, like snakes. I don't like snakes. Anything that moves that fast without legs freaks me out a little bit. But for the most part, this is a great idiom and expression. I think we've all had a stomach ache. Almost all of us have been sick once upon a time. This color makes me kind of sick to my stomach. So why do I wear it? Because I like the shirt. Anyway, and it's winter, and it's layering in Wisconsin time. So that is our idiom for today. To turn someone's stomach, how can you take that and use the things that people are upset about, the things that they don't like, the things that they don't want, in a positive way to provide your solution for them? That's what we're thinking about today. Share in the comments below your experience with this particular idiom or expression if you've had one. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow with another physical related idiom for the rest of the month of January. Have an awesome day. Bye.